I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It's just great to be with you again on the farm. It's a beautiful day today. We are now going into autumn. I think in America you call it fall. Okay, we get summer, we get autumn, we get winter, and then we get spring. This is now going into autumn, the fall period. So this maize crop behind us, it's on my neighbor's farm. Just now it will start turning into that beautiful golden color for harvesting. I want to speak to you today about prayer. And I want to speak to you about the power of prayer. A story that was sent to me from one of my intercessors just a week ago touched me very deeply. And it's about Dr. David Livingstone, who, as most of you will know, was probably one of Africa's most celebrated missionaries of all time. David Livingstone was walking through the bush with his small little team, going to some place, obviously, to preach the gospel, and a tribe of Africans who hated him decided they were going to kill him and his team. He got a message sent to him from someone to say, "Be careful, they're going to kill you tonight." When the sun went down and they made their little campfire and they were all sitting quietly, he was very nervous. He took out his journal. Now, I don't know the exact date, but I'm thinking it was somewhere in January. Let's call it the 15th of January, 1857. He was writing in his journal, and people who studied his journal after his death noticed that when he started writing, he was very nervous, the way his handwriting was going. And then he started to pray. We're speaking about the prayer of faith. And when he had finished praying and reading the scriptures, he was reassured that the Lord was with him. And apparently his writing changed after that paragraph, and he started writing with confidence and peace. And then he finished his journal, closed it, they went to bed, and they were not murdered, and the chief did not attack them with his warriors, and that was the end of it. A couple of years later, that tribe got saved, became Christians, and David Livingstone had the privilege of meeting the chief himself. And when he met the chief, he said to the chief, "Is it true that a couple of years ago you were going to murder us?" The chief said it was exactly right. On the 14th of January, 1857, David Livingstone asked him, why did you not follow through? He said, "We came to the camp, we surrounded the camp, and we were going to attack you, but we stopped because we saw 47 warriors, 47 soldiers with massive swords who were guarding you. And so we went back." Do you know that David Livingstone, a few years later, went back to Scotland? He was preaching in a little church telling the story. And after he'd finished, a man walked up with a prayer journal. He said, on that date, the very date, he said, the Lord laid on his heart to pray for David Livingstone. And he called his friends to pray that same evening. How many friends? 47. Isn't that amazing? 47 of those men prayed that evening for his safety, for him and his team. And that chief saw 47 soldiers standing around that camp. The power of prayer. Do not stop praying. Do not stop trusting God. He will see you through. Until next time, God bless you and goodbye.